Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we're doing another shuffle tutorial, and today we're going to be focusing on the crisscross move. Now the crisscross move is another form of cutting shapes in shuffling. So we're going to do it without the hula hoop and with the hula hoop. You'll also see that Rachie Babes is wearing her branded merchandise top. So yeah, it's my branded Hula Dancercise logo that's been printed onto the tops. They come in black and in white, and you can wear them either at cropped or you can wear them at full length. Honestly, I just absolutely love the material. So yeah, if you want to support me with that, then you can find it on my official website and be part of the Hula Dancercise merch team. So before we go into anything, I'm just going to cover a few minor points that I think are really important to share. So when you start any new form of exercise, remember that your body is purely getting used to that, whether you're starting hula hooping, pole dancing, weight training, running, anything that you're doing, shuffling, okay? So shuffling, it is all about balance, and it can be super, super hard when you first start. But just remember that everyone starts somewhere. Now, when you're shuffling, one thing that I would purely recommend from my own personal experience, and it's all about knowing how your body works. For me, I have to have really good quality trainers on when I am shuffling. Reason being, if I do this bare feet, for me that is a recipe for disaster, because you're transferring from the heel to the ball to the heel to the ball. You know, it's a lot, and for me that is just an invitation for a really bad injury right there. So that is why I always wear my trainers when I'm shuffling. Again, it's purely down to you and how your body feels. But what I would highly recommend is for you to really do a good stretch after you have done your shuffling, and that's for any form of exercise, by the way, especially your calves, because your calves can link to problems with your Achilles, plantar fasciitis, I think that's how you pronounce it, because I also had that. And yeah, so stretching is a major thing that I'm really going to share with you. If there's anything that you can take from doing this, please don't overdo it. Practice things slowly, so don't go to anything too fast. So drill that one particular move so that you've got the muscle memory behind it. Then when you're confident with the move, then build it up and go faster with it. And make sure that if you are wearing footwear, then you've got something with really good stability and support. Okay, all about support. And if you're doing it bare feet, please just take care. Now I'm going to shut up and we're going to get on with it. So last week I discussed about fifth position in ballet, so that is where we're going to start today. You're going to place your foot into fifth position here. Then you are going to pivot, just practicing so you understand the positions, and you're going to turn your feet inwards, and then you're going to replace it and put your back leg in front. So let's try that again. We are here. You're going to pivot, so gentle bend in the knees, out, and then you're going to swap over. Now it is a lot easier when you're doing the jump in. I'm just introducing the pivot so you understand the process. So we're here in fifth position. You're going to pivot, so gentle bend in the knees, and make sure that your knees are bent, guys, when you're doing this, okay? So your gentle bend in the knees, pivot out, and then bring it in. So practice pivoting so you're getting used to it, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to stay in the same place, and we're going to take it out, bring it in. Take it out, bring it in. Take it out, bring it in. Okay, so you understand the concept. That is how the crisscross sort of placement will be. However, it will change slightly when we start jumping because of a certain piece of information that I learned from Vanessa Stecco when I was in LA. Another piece of information about the crisscross is that your weight is always on the balls of your feet. So it's on the balls of your feet. Here your weight, you take it out, it's on your weight, you bring it in, it's on your weight. Okay, so that does not change. And that is why you need to have your legs gently relaxed. And I feel like I'm gonna hiccup. So when I watched that back, I was a bit like, why am I saying it's on your weight? It's on your weight. No, the weight is on the balls of your feet. So weight is on the balls of your feet, weight is on the balls of your feet, weight is on the balls of your feet. So now we're going to practice it with a little hop. So remember, in my very first tutorial, if you've watched it, if not, it's the very man, I talked about how Vanessa Secco had explained that shuffling is a lot like jump rope. Okay, so it's that sort of concept that you want to think of. Now the same principle applies to the crisscross. So we're going to practice it in mini jumps. So we're here in 5th position, and then what I want you to practice doing is jumping, and we're going to land in basically inverting our knees. So you can go here. Let's try that again. So we're here, you're going to bend in the knees, take it out, bring it in. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So let's go back to first position. You're going to jump out, jump in. Then you're going to repeat exactly the same, jumping out, bringing in. So I'll show you from the back. So we're here, you're going to go out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. So right now, I'm just sort of going over the concept of the mini jumps and the placement of your feet. Now, what Vanessa Secco explained to us all in her shuffle class in LA sort of changed this move ever so slightly for me, and it just makes it look a lot cleaner and more slick. Vanessa explained that when you're in the 5th position, use your adductors. So really use your legs to bring you in, which makes it look tighter, okay? So you're here, you're going to go out, bring it in. So you're using your legs, squeeze your legs in. So whereas before, I would always sort of do the move out, in, yeah? Now I focus on getting my legs in. So I'm here, out, in. I'm squeezing my legs. So basically trying to get my legs as close together as I possibly can. Now, if you've also been watching my tutorials, you'll know I love the one and two, and one and two, and 3 and 4. So I'm always mentioning the beats. Now the same principle applies to this. So because we're going to start in 5th position, I always do the and when we're out. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so whenever you're in the crisscross, you're on the 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever you're out, you're pivoting out, you're on the and beat. Okay, so now I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it full speed. I'm going to slow the video down, so put it in slow motion for you to see, and then I'll also do from behind as well. It's really important for me to use my arms, so I like having my arms up. If my arms are down, I feel a bit like restricted. Use your arms. Once you've sort of mastered that, it's really important to get down. So get down, bend your knees, and really try and get into it. So before I've sort of been here explaining that, just so you can get the move, now we're going to bend our knees, so we're really going to go for it. So let's take it down and see how we do. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go faster. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze the knees. So now moving on in our hula hoops. Now this is actually a little different compared to the previous shuffle tutorials that I've done. So in a lot of the other ones that I've explained, I'm using my upper body constantly. However, in this tutorial, you're really engaging your core and focusing on the hip in the direction that your hula hoop is going. I'm not actually using my upper body for momentum. I'm mainly engaging my core and focusing on that hip. If I started to use my upper body, it would just feel like so much is going on. So you're very like, it's just, yeah, it just doesn't feel great. You want to sort of keep it as smooth and as slick as you possibly can. It's all about keeping that rhythm and the hula hoop connected at all times with this move. Because you're doing the little jumps, it's important to keep that relationship going. So let's start off with a couple of basics of how you can become more familiar doing this move in the hula hoop. So we're going to start off in 5th position here, and let's practice just pivoting out and bringing it back in. Let's do that again. So you're going to pivot out, bring it back in, ensuring that your knees are gently relaxed, and at this point you are using your upper body more so. Then the next stage, what you can do is jump out so your feet are inverted. So I'll show you now. So you're here, jump out. See, as you can see, I'm not actually using my upper body as much. I'm focusing on my core, the front to back motion, and then I'm going to bring it in. Engaging that core, and because my hula hoop is going around to the right, I am therefore, if you can see, using that right hip as my control center. So from here, let's take it back out. So we're going to jump, invert the knees inwards, so back to here, and then bring it back in. Okay, let's try it again. I'll show you from the back. So we're here, you're going to jump out. From here, bring that right foot behind and the left foot in forward, in front. And we'll do it again. 5, 6, 7, and out. Bring it in. 5, 6, 7, bring it out, bring it in. So I'm focusing more so on my core and that hip, my right hip. So if your hula hoop is going to the left, that is where you're going to want to try and control it from, because that is the dominant hip in the direction that it's going. So I'm going to show you from the side. Place my feet here. From here, as you can see, I'm not really using my upper body as much. I'm mainly engaging my core and using my hips. So we're going to go out, bring it in. Then you'll feel the hula hoop distort again. As I've touched on in previous tutorials, that is completely natural because the hula hoop dynamics have changed. Then from here, we're going to go outwards again. So bring these, invert them in, inwards, and then in front. So let's try it a little quicker. 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So as you can see, my upper body isn't moving, my arms are keeping there. I'm really keeping my arms structured in that position, and I'm using my core and my hip. I'll show you from the front. So my arms are here. We're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So use your core, use that hip. enjoy this tutorial. I'm not gonna lie, look, I've done a tutorial and I'm sweating. I feel as if I've had a proper workout. But it's so much fun, with or without the hula hoop, and you will get there. Just give it time, practice, practice, practice in little stages, and I promise you will get there. I firmly believe that. So thank you again. Please subscribe to me, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you.